Hey guys, and welcome back to EQ Planes, and today we'll be doing a 1 to 400 and 1 to 200 model unboxing. So we picked these models up at the Alaska Airlines employee store in Seattle, so that's why they're all Alaska Airlines models. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to have all of these, and today my younger brother will be joining as he bought all the 1 to 200 models, and we'll be doing the unboxings for those. So without further ado, let's get into these. First, let's start out with our 1 to 400 models with this Alaska Airlines Washington Huskies Special Livery Q400. Now, unfortunately, the Q400s are being retired soon, so it's going to be sad to see these special liveries go. I did actually fly on their Horizon Air Special Livery, which I hope to get a model of someday, but yeah, I hope they bring back all these college special liveries onto their E175s, as they've ordered 15 more to help supplement the replacement of their Q400 fleet. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at the model. So now, taking a closer look at this Alaska Airlines Q400 in the Washington State Husky Special Livery, you have the welcome aboard right there along with the One World logo. Now, this airplane did get modified a bit. The special livery has existed for a while on the Q400s, but they did make some changes to it with the modernized Alaskan titles and different coloring on the engines. So on the engines, you can see it says Huskies right here, and on the inside of the engines you have the Washington State logo close up. Now when it comes to the Gemini Jets Q400 mold, it's a pretty decent mold. If I'm not mistaken, the nose looks pretty good on it. I think that's where I could see the most improvement, but to be honest with you, I think this is definitely one of their more solid molds. Now, I have seen the Alaska Airlines Washington State Huskies playing in real life on a few occasions, so this is definitely going to be a nice addition to the fleet and should be able to use it in some of my Vancouver, Kelowna, and Calgary airport updates for the rest of the year. So yeah, now let's move on to the Alaska Airlines Cargo 737-700. So next up, here's an Alaskan Air Cargo 737-700. Now, believe it or not, this is actually my first 700 in my collection, surprisingly enough. Given the amount of ones I have, especially with WestJet, I've never managed to get my hands on a 700 or needed to get a 700 before. But despite this not going to any of my airports, I thought it would be a cool addition to my collection. So let's take a closer look at the Alaska Airlines 737-700. So here we have the Alaska Air Cargo Gemini Jet 737-700. Now, Gemini Jet 737-700 mold definitely leaves some to be desired, including the winglet shape being kind of odd and the nose shape being just a little off as well. But other than that, the mold is pretty decent. The engine's tails feel Solage, except for the nose a little bit. Looks perfectly acceptable. Now, NG will be releasing this model, so I recommend you pick up that version, but I'm definitely glad to add this to my collection. So here we have the Alaska Airlines 737-900. Now, this is actually my first 737-900 in my collection, the reason being no Canadian airlines actually operate the 737-900, and only United seems to operate their 900s up to Canada from time to time, so Canada doesn't really see much in the way of the 737-900. Now that I have the 900, though, I will have had the 600, 800, and 700 in my fleet, meaning that I have all of the 737NG variants, which is definitely nice. Also, my first One World aircraft. Would definitely like to get a Star Alliance aircraft with Air Canada at some point, and a SkyTeam aircraft possibly with Delta. Be interesting to see if WestJet ever joins SkyTeam. Would definitely get a model of a WestJet SkyTeam livery if they did. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a closer look at the model. So here we have the Gemini Jet 737-900. When it comes to the 737-900 mold, it's decent and passable. The split scimitars definitely look a lot better than their blended winglet versions that they do. And once again, the nose shape is just kind of okay, but the rest of the model's just fine. NG did make this, and I'm sure that aircraft is better, but this Gemini Jets one is certainly passable. So yeah, I'm definitely glad to have a One World aircraft in my fleet, and as I mentioned before, would like to get some of the other Alliance carriers, just haven't really gotten around to it for whatever reason. But yeah. Now, let's move to the 1 to 200 models, which my younger brother will be doing.
Hello, I am his little brother, and these are the 1 to 200s I picked up. I'm looking to expand the 1 to 200 collection of our fleet, and I collect with my older brother. Some of the models you see are mine, and I haven't been in an EQ Planes video for a long time, but I do help out with the channel sometimes. So let's get into the unboxing. First off, we start with the Alaskan Airlines Q400 by Gemini jets in 1 to 200. It is also the Washington State Huskies special livery. I really like Alaskan Airlines. I've flown them a couple of times before, and all I have to say about them is good things. I really like the high quality that Gemini Jets has, well, packaging these models especially, but the models themselves as well, because once you're paying so much money for a 1 to 200 model, you want to make sure they aren't broken when they come and they're really well packaged. And the detail on these models are incredible. And if you have the money, I suggest that you do indeed buy one from Gemini Jets. Here's the Alaskan Airlines Gemini Jets 1 to 200 special Washington State Huskies livery. Now, this is a very nice livery and mold. I really like this livery. The purple on the back stands out a lot. On the back, though, there is a gap, not here, but further down the tail, in between the tail and the fuselage, which is a tiny bit annoying, but it's overall fine because the rest of the model is very detailed, and I just love 1 to 200 models. Everything works on them. You got rotating blades on the engines, and you also have gear turning at the front. Here is the 1 to 400 in comparison, and I just think these are both really nice models, and I'm glad to have them added to our collection. Here is the Alaskan Airlines 1 to 200 ERJ 175 by Gemini Jets. Now, this is just in the standard new livery for Alaskan Airlines. Now, like I've stated, I really like Alaskan Airlines, real good airline. Haven't flown any of their ERJ series yet, but I hope to someday from Calgary to Seattle if I ever fly that route. And this model is looking very beautiful already. They've gotten the color very well matched, and I think everything is looking great. So let's get into a closer look. Now, this model is very nice. I don't see any defuncts on it. The coloring is very well matched, and everything overall is very nice on this model. Very well done by Gemini Jets. I think with these starting to replace Alaskan Airlines Q400s is going to be interesting because I really like the Alaskan Airlines Q400. It was a very nice aircraft when I flew it. I haven't flown the ERJ 175 yet, so I can't say for sure which one's better, but it will be interesting to see all these Alaskan Airlines Q400s going and being replaced by ERJ. Here we have the Alaskan Airlines 737-900 ER, and it's in the One World special livery. This box is so big it doesn't really even fit on camera. I haven't flown the 737-900 with Alaskan yet, but I have flown the 800, and it is very comfortable. Has a nice interior. I enjoyed flying it. I flew it from Maui or Kahului Airport into Seattle, and I'm sure the 900 would be very similar. And this is a very big model. It comes with its gear detached, so I'm going to need to put those on, and then we'll take a closer look at the model. Here is the Alaskan Airlines 1 to 200 One World Special Livery 737-900. Now, as we take a close look at the model, once again, Gemini Jets has done a very, very good job. Very detailed everywhere. And the model, once again, is just overall very nice, very fine, and nice and big, which I like too. I like big models, and yeah.
Well, just realized while editing this video that I forgot to say thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys back next time. And also, by the way, sorry for the gear being backwards on the 900. I just noticed that while editing it as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys back next time.